So thank you for pressing play on this video. My name is Willier and I work for First Nations Technical Services Advisory Group as the youth coordinator, and we're going to talk about smoke detectors. Join me. Now there are two different types of smoke detectors. You can have battery powered or hardwired in. We're going to look at battery powered just right now. So here is my fire toolkit, and in here are some battery powered smoke detectors. Now there's this one, and this one. You can tell that one's broken by the way it is. Please throw it away. This is a fire hazard. Don't use this anymore. This is very bad. This one right here, it also has a button. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like this one. The button doesn't have to be in the middle like this one. It could be somewhere else on the face. It doesn't even have to look like either one of these. There are different types of smoke detectors that you can have in your home. I'm just trying to show you a different variety, okay? Because I don't want you to think just because yours doesn't look like this, you have the wrong one, you know? So these are some different battery operated ones. What you'll also notice is in the back of them, they'll have all this writing, and somewhere here it will actually tell you when it was manufactured. Now, the thing about battery operated ones is that they only last 10 years. So this one was November 2014, so it is 2020, and I have about math 4 more years. Okay, so 2024, I'm gonna have to replace this one. So it's really important that just because you see it installed in your home doesn't mean it's working, doesn't mean it's gonna work, doesn't mean that it's always going to tell you that there's smoke or fire in your home. So that's why you need to test it. You test it every 30 days, every month, every moon time for the ladies. Just test it. So another thing is when you're going around your home and you're checking and you're testing yours, and say you do notice that there is a missing battery, just make sure you have the right battery or else it's gonna be a fire hazard. Also, when we're looking at this one here and we're going to replace the batteries, what I mean is get it from a new pack, okay? I'm not saying go to your game controller, it has some life in it, you take the batteries out and you know what, this needs it more. No, this one needs new batteries, not used batteries, so don't use that one. Get a new one specifically for it. If it starts to make a weak sound, so it starts to sound like it's about to die, so it might sound like beep, beep. If it goes and it starts to sound like that, that means that your batteries are about to die. So again, change them. If it also starts beeping by itself out of nowhere and it's just, you're not even cooking, you're not doing anything, and you're just sitting there, you can see that there's nothing wrong, and you hear the beep, 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 beep. That also means that the battery is dying. Your smoke detector is trying to communicate to you and tell you that it needs new batteries. So please change them. Make sure you have some good ones in there. The other really cool thing is that this one actually talks to you. And instead it'll go beep, beep, beep. Fire, fire, fire. Maybe not in a Russian accent, but it'll say fire. But what's really even better about this one is it's a dual alarm system. So this will actually detect carbon monoxide. So carbon monoxide is an invisible gas that you cannot smell, and if you breathe it in for too long, you go unconscious. And if you stay in there long enough, you can die. Either one of these. If this thing is going off, know that you do not have much time to get out of the home. And that's another reason why to make sure it's working. So when are we gonna test it? When? Do you remember? Once a month. Especially for those in the kitchen, sometimes those false alarms are going to happen and you're gonna wear out the battery quicker. So it's really important to make sure that you have a good working battery and that it is working. And to demonstrate that, let me give you a blink into my personal life. So let's do a story time. Last week, girl, when I go through some rough patches, my dad always says, my girl, Smudge. So I went and got my sage and I packed this shell to the brim. That was my first mistake. I know that now. Don't worry. I went and I started to smudge me in my place. And then I quickly noticed that it was creating a lot of smoke. It was way too much smoke. I was starting to panic. I was like, uh-oh. I was opening up doors, trying to air it out. I was opening up windows, trying to get it all out. There was so much smoke in this place. I could not keep up. Eventually, the smoke detector in the kitchen did go off. But what I didn't know is that the one here is also interconnected with all of the other smoke detectors in this whole place. So my smoke detectors just started going off. My roommates didn't know what was happening, and here I'm just trying to get some bad energy away, trying to protect myself, and I'm just startling and scaring everyone. I mean, it worked, but maybe too much that time. Maybe just too much smudge. Gotta save some for later. But I learned my lesson, and me and my roommates even after that got to talking about a home escape plan. So we could meet out in a meeting place outside our home, just in case a real fire happened. But I don't suggest you test your smoke detector that way. There's better ways. If you have any other questions, please comment below, and hopefully there's gonna be some more videos like this coming out, and you can subscribe if you want, and I'll have more fire safety information for you and your family. Thanks. Have a good day. Battery operated is what I grew up with my childhood home. Wow, I grew up with these, hey? Good stuff. Anyways, I can press it. So sorry, everyone. Nice and loud, nice and